Welcome to the TPC Desktop video series on using COGO. In this video, we're going to look at a little COGO command called corner offsets. We use this for construction staking, in this case, some foundations on some lots. Let's go ahead and zoom in on lot 2 down here, where we have a foundation. I'm just going to scroll up just a little bit tighter here for you. And we can see the foundation that we want to create corner offsets for. Let's come back to our Traverse Manager. And I'm going to choose Foundation 2, and I'm going to choose COGO Corner Offsets. Traverse BC displays the corner offset dialog box for me. Notice the first thing at the top is the what list. If I pull this down, I can choose from different parts of the survey that I want to create these corner offsets for. I want to choose this default option, which is the entire Foundation 2 Traverse. Let's come down and look now at the distance that I'm going to create those offsets at, 5 feet. This was the distance I used the last time the dialog was open, so it just recalls it for me the next time I open the dialog. Same way with the point descriptions. Any new point I create is going to have a description of 5 feet OFS, so I know it's an offset point. Let's go ahead and compute those. Traverse PC adds them to that foundation traverse and draws them in the drawing. Remember, the undo allows me to quickly get rid of those points and start over. Maybe I've specified the offset wrong, and then simply come back and recompute. Let's double click one of these lines that's drawn for the foundation here, and I've got to double click and not move the mouse. And Traverse PC is going to display what we call the traverse settings. I'm in the side shot tab, which is where the offsets are created, and I'm going to just choose a different color that we can see more easily, red. I'm going to bring up the list of point symbols and come down and choose an X. I'm going to make sure it's really small, okay? And then I'm going to choose a line type that I think will show up pretty well for us here, called dot 2. We can go ahead and apply those settings and see that we now have those corner offsets displayed a little more easily for us to see here. So let's go ahead and OK this. I want to zoom in here real tight. And I can see that what I've done is at every corner I've used the line coming in and out of that corner to create the offset directions, and I've created the offsets then at the 5 feet. I want to show you a little command right here on this button with a big plus and a little plus. It allows us in Traverse PC to zoom line widths, symbol sizes, and labels independently of my zoom size. So if I continue to scroll in and zoom in, I'm not changing or zooming the line width and the symbol sizes. And sometimes it's just an easier way to kind of see what I've actually done in a drawing. The next thing I want to do is come over to the Traverse Manager, and I'm going to double click the Foundation 2 Traverse to open it up in the Traverse view. I'm going to change to single lines per point, and I just want to highlight 2 of these corner offsets that we just created. Here's point 2-2A5, and right below it 2-2B5. So 2-2 was the corner point, and I used A and B to designate the 2 offsets, and 5 to designate that it's a 5-foot offset. So in addition to putting 5-foot offset in the point description, which I'm not showing here, I also have something in the label that kind of helps me identify what I'm doing. Now, if I were to export this to my data collector, I'm going to choose File. And the first thing I'm going to do is in the what list say I want to export the entire Foundation 2 Traverse, because that's the traverse that has the side shots in it for me. I can choose an ASCII format. Let's go ahead and just export that. And now I've written a file with all of the corner points and all the offsets. There's quite a few of them in here. And I can now send this over to my data collector and go out in the field and set as many of those corner offsets as I need to.